Hello, I'm Mystic Rose and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a tarot card reading. It's going to be a pick a card. There's going to be 3 piles and I'd like you to meditate upon which one resonates with you most and see which one you're guided to. As always, you might be guided to more than one. That's okay. Or if you start watching one and it doesn't resonate, go back and pick again. Try again. So let's get started. Okay, here are the 3 piles to choose from. Here's the closer look if you like to choose by looking at the stones. We've got a nice little piece of pyrite here, fool's gold, and hematite. So go ahead and look at these 3 different piles and see which one really truly resonates with you. You can pause the video if you need to so that you can have more time to think about it. So pile number 1, this is about your karma and what karma you have overcome and what is coming to you in the future. So I'm just shuffling some cards here to get some more information about this. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our cards here. Wow, so okay, this just means that in the past, you were given a lot of different opportunities and you just haven't really cared about any of them because they haven't resonated with you and they haven't been very good choices, and it's left you feeling like you don't really care. You're not passionate about what you're doing, or at least in the past position, you weren't passionate about what you were doing in the past. This could have been like a dead-end job or something you just weren't happy in, and you kept getting doors that were closing and slamming in your face, and opportunities that were either squelched or just taken away from you. It could even speak to like the inability to focus on anything good because you just didn't have any passion. In the past, things might have been on hold with the Hanged Man. Let's see what other cards we've got here too. So this is kind of telling a story about you in the past position. Things were on hold for you, but then things started kind of picking up for you. And so you might have gotten a new opportunity for a new job, and you now have quite a lot of success and you're able to save up money. You now are abundant with the Empress here. So in the past, you were not very abundant. And the whole reason for this was that you had to learn about self-discipline. You needed to realize that sometimes in order to see the fruits of your labors, you have to practice discipline. And it's all about moving forward and learning the art of discipline. So before, you had this job, or maybe it was even relationships that just weren't really going anywhere. I think this is jobs though, because that's what I'm really picking up for most of you. And it wasn't going anywhere because you just really didn't care about it. This is the card for total apathy, where you just, nothing really gets you passionate about it. So it was a job that you had in the past, or several jobs, where you just didn't feel like it was your true meaning or your true purpose in life. And you waited a long time to find out what your true purpose was with this Hanged Man. It might have been years for some of you, just in the kind of career where, you know, you weren't happy. And then once you learned about discipline, self-discipline, and you know what it takes to be happy, you had to listen to your own inner truth, is what I'm hearing, because you knew all along inside of you what was going to make you happy and what was not going to make you happy, but you finally had to hear your inner voice and listen to it. And then I see that after some time, you were finally able to heal that past karma, and you were given a new gift with the Knight of Swords here. You were given a success in business and happiness in your career and abundance. So now you've been blessed in your career and you're doing what you love to do. So this is wonderful for those of you who this can apply to. I'm so glad that you finally listened to your intuition and that small voice within, and that you were brave enough to take the leap and to go into new territories, because you really weren't listening to that inner voice before. And I think what you had to learn too was how to listen to that voice, because you learned that if you don't listen to that voice, you're going to pay for it dearly, and it's not fun. And for some of you, you had to go through something really hard when you changed careers. It wasn't easy, but it was something that you knew had to happen. And part of the hardest thing about transitioning to your new place where you're at now, or where you're heading, for some of you, is this waiting to find out what it's going to be, and this sort of painful area of like growing pains, because growing pains are real. And in life, in order to grow, sometimes it can be quite painful and it's uncomfortable. But you are pushing through that, and for some of you, you've already pushed through and healed that past karma, and you're being blessed for it with the Empress as abundance. So this is very good, pile number one. I'm so happy for you that you found that you can trust your inner voice. So please keep listening to your inner voice, and you're going to find that it's going to lead you into more and more abundance with each passing day. If you've liked this video, please make sure to like, give me a thumbs up, please. Share with friends, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if one of the other piles resonated with you, you're more than welcome to listen to more than one of these videos. Check out my other videos in my library. If you're interested in astrology and everything esoteric, you'll probably find something that you'll enjoy in my library. Thanks so much, pile number one. Hi, pile number two, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful pyrite fool's gold, this is for you. let's look at your first card for your past karma and where you're heading into the future. So right away, this tells me that in the past, you were really torn about something. You couldn't make up your mind about something. You had a decision to make. It possibly could have been about holding anger towards a family member. So you might have had some karmic ties and some bad, well, negative karma between a family member and yourself. Because this is what this card is talking about. You were looking at all of the things that were going wrong because you couldn't see all of the good things that were going around at the time. But this was in the past, and you were angry towards somebody in your family. So for some of you, I'm hearing that you grew up in a very dysfunctional household and you had a lot of drama, and somebody that you grew up with hurt you and violated your trust, and you carried a lot of anger and resentment for a lot of years towards them, and it affected your course of luck because it was a lesson for you, and you had to learn to let that go and to get over that before you could move forward. And I do see that for some of you, you are moving forward with the Chariot. And for some of you, you still need to find balance, and you're still working on this life lesson. You've got to be strong. For some of you, you've got to still be strong. And for others, you've been strong. And you've got to continue with gratitude to find things in the everyday that make you happy. Find things that are going right. So in your past, you might have been abused by a family member, and it wasn't your fault. And what you need to realize and let go is that this, even though it was perceived as very bad and negative, you more than likely had karma or some kind of karmic intertwinement with this person, and you needed to play this out just how it has played out for your souls, for your soul growth, to teach you a lesson, and for the other person to learn a lesson as well. And hopefully they're learning their lessons as well. But today we're just focusing on you. You might have been an indecisive person in the past, not knowing what you wanted, not even knowing who you were, like as far as your identity. This is what I'm hearing, like identity crisis for some of you. You didn't even know who you were because you were abused or taken advantage of when you were a child, and this led you to not knowing who you were. And so you spent a lot of years going through self-discovery, and the old you died, proverbially, not literally, obviously, but proverbially, the old you is dead because the you that you were as a child, you're so different from that person now than you were back then because of all the hardships you went through. It has made you into a stronger, more balanced version of yourself. And like I said, some of you are still working on yourself. And that just depends on your age and your time of living. But the message here for today and for going forward is to be strong and to be balanced. So balance spirituality with the everyday, and don't forget to take time to meditate and to pray and to ask God for things that you want. Because if we don't ask, we can't receive. We receive much quicker if we do ask. We can still receive. But we will, if they say that if you ask, it is given. So keep that in mind. But part of receiving is when you ask with gratitude. So this card is speaking about looking at all the things that are going wrong. When so many things are going right in your life now that this is in your past, and this stuff is like stuff that happened a long time ago, and now you can put it in the past and move forward. For those of you who are working on this, I just want to stop and say, you are very brave, because this has not been easy. Self-discovery and self-healing is not an easy path, but it's a brave path, and it is necessary for growth and change and development of the human spirit. So for those of you who have dealt with abuse in the past and who have dealt with indecisiveness in the past, not knowing who you are and discovering who you are now, and for those of you who have gone through almost like a death of yourself and being reborn into being a new version of yourself, I'm very happy for you that you are loving who you're becoming, because you are becoming way more emotionally balanced with this Two of Coins here. It's just something to continuously work on. And you have overcome so much. Do you see how the woman is here shown with the strength of a lion, and she's taming him, and she's not even afraid. And there's like this stream in the background, and my attention has kind of gone there, and I'm hearing too, for you, this is a long path, but it's all flowing nicely now, and it's downstream. So the message that I'm getting is for you to go with the flow and to be strong. So go with the flow, don't go against the flow. The fish go downstream, and you shouldn't be the type of fish that tries to fight up and go upstream, because it's very hard to swim upstream. So just turn around and start swimming the other way and go with the flow, because life is much easier when you're in harmony and balance. Well, that's it for pile number 2. Thanks so much for watching today. Please like, share, subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed this a lot. I hope you got something out of it. Best of luck to you, pile number 2, with your healing process and with becoming the new version of you. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose this hematite, beautiful hematite stone, this is your reading. Oh, in the past, let's see, you've had so much pain. Oh, this card is hard to look at, and I know this is the anxiety and the painful past that you've been through, and your karma hasn't been easy in this lifetime. You're on the path, though, now to feeling better. You're given a new opportunity. Even some of you are starting a new job. Look at all these good things that are coming your way. Wow, you got the Page of Coins, you got the Queen of Coins, you got so many coins. Holy cow. Okay. You guys are going to be very abundant financially if you aren't already. So those coins are all about, they speak about monetary abundance. You are going to be feeling really good, even though in your past you've been through some horrible things. Okay, I'm hearing for some of you, you've been through either an abusive situation with a significant other, or some of you were with alcoholics. Some of you might have actually struggled with addictions yourself throughout the years. Some of you had a painful childhood, and you had a hard time finding your way through adulthood, and some of you have lost touch with the real you, and for many years you felt lost, and like if somebody would have asked you, what do you enjoy doing, or what are your hobbies, you might have said, I don't know, I don't have any hobbies, or I don't know who I am, because you were going through a time where you weren't feeling very good and you didn't have much of an identity. But now you've got so many hobbies and things going on. You've got a lot going on for yourself. Like, you've become a better version of yourself. The reason that you had such a painful past, though, let's draw a card to see what the reason was. Why did you have to have such a painful past? I mean, what you have coming in the future, or what you're currently experiencing, is so good, but I'm very curious to see in the past. So this card talks about apathy, and this card also just talks about like what you had, what you were given. You just, you know, you might have been raised like in poverty, I'm hearing, for some of you, and you just wanted more. This was based on past life choices and connections with others. And in the past, you had to move away from somebody toxic. And this person you were karmically entwined with. So that's what I'm hearing as far as like why you had to go through it. It was on a soul level, something that you had to endure. You had to go through it and you had to leave it. You had to make the choice and be brave to leave that person that was toxic behind. And you did it. So I'm so proud of you, pile number 3, because you were brave and you took care of yourself and you and your family, and you got away from that toxic person that was hurting you, because they caused you a lot of pain and suffering, and they made you not even care about life or yourself very much, and you didn't value yourself very much. And now you have so much going on for you. Let's talk a little bit about some of the fun things you have going on for you right now, other than financial abundance, because wow, you've got not only financial abundance, but the 10 of Coins can also speak to happiness. See the family here together, even the little dog. So it's got like the happy family. This talks about having enough for retirement though, and just talks about stability. So you may be saving up money, but also you and a partner could be actually happy, and or if you don't have a partner, you're just extremely happy on your own. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you finally have everything that you ever wanted, and you're being blessed for that, for all of your hard work and everything you've gone through. For some of you, you're going to be starting your own business, or you're going to be blessed in your own business entrepreneurship with the page. So that's how I know that some of you guys are just starting out with your business, or just starting out with a new job, and it will grow. So no worries about that, because all of these cards are wonderful. And then you've got the Queen of Coins here. So this could talk about like an older woman who either leaves you an inheritance or something like that, but she's very wealthy and she's a person in your life. And if you don't know anybody who's like that, it could just mean that this is you. Maybe you are an older female and you have been saving your money, and now you're feeling very empowered. And you're able to take care of people, loved ones, people that you love. And this Knight of Coins can also be that some of you have been working at a job for a while and you really enjoy it and you want to stay there a long time. And for others of you, you get a new opportunity for a creative project. So that is so great. I want to draw a few more cards, just because I'm really curious as to what you guys can expect. So let me just draw. Whoa, one just hopped out. One just jumped out. So I'm going to keep it. I don't even know what it is yet. Page of Staffs. Okay, so that creative opportunity that I had been talking to you about, this is definitely for you entrepreneurs out there. This is a sign to just go for it. Go for it if you're starting out your own YouTube channel or online blogging or online business, or starting out with a brick and mortar building. And maybe you're selling wares or something, or a service. This is your green light from the universe to go ahead with it. Yes, it's been hard work, and your work is coming to an end, and you're going to be rewarded. You've been working so hard on whatever you're putting effort into, and the universe has seen what you're doing and is going to bless you. And on the bottom, we've got Queen of Cups here. So this could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer female that's really on your side, or this could be you. But this is usually a water sign female that is very in touch with her intuition. And also this could be you. Maybe you are getting more in touch with your intuition. If you don't know anybody who's a water sign, who might be either helping you in your career or just being a great friend to you, then maybe you yourself are becoming more intuitive, and you yourself are getting more in touch with your emotions. So you're healing the past. Oh my gosh, that is so good, pile number 3. I am so happy for you. And I hope that this reading has resonated with you. If it has, please give me a thumbs up, like and share and subscribe to my channel. And come back to watch all kinds of videos in my library. I've got other pick a card videos in my library, and I've got all kinds of videos about astrology and your sun, moon, and ascendant signs. So check out all my videos. And as always, many blessings to you. Thanks so much for stopping by.